I had no idea where he was after that. The third escape, I had to plan well because the first one, my brother and sister suffering so badly. The leg swelling, exhausted, very unwell, all those sort of things. I had to plan well. Therefore, I decided to go to refugee camp just myself and my youngest brothers only. The reason I decided to go only two of us because I thought about my youngest one for his education. When I get there, I decided to stay there for a couple of months just to find out where my relative overseas. Fortunately, I found a lot of relatives in overseas, like Australia, Canada, America, Belgium, France, and got all the sponsorship from them. At the end, I make a decision to come to Australia. Back to all of this experience, I would like to share from you is any experience is a good experience. To me, a primitive experience, a primitive education, like I said before, you learn to hunt, you learn to eat cricket, you learn to eat lizard. That sort of thing, like a primitive education for me. Anyone is my educator. Not just that. The modern education taught me a lot as well to survive Pol Pot. I love science, I love physiology, I love biology, I love chemistry, math. This sort of knowledge helped me a lot to find food in Pol Pot regime. Look, a little frog, it is a protein for me. Look at the rat, it's protein to me. Cricket is protein to me. Look at crabs, it's protein to me. Look at all those, like tamarind, like any vegetable is full of vitamin to me, full of vitamin C to me. That sort of knowledge that gave me a chance to survive in Pol Pot regime. Attempt is I had to go back to Cambodia to get the rest of my family. But I didn't make the right decision as well. I took only 4 of them, I left 1 behind. The reason I tried to leave that one behind because he's suffering too much, the last 2 or 3 attempts. And another reason, because if something went wrong with all of us, at least we have someone to look after us. At least we have some money, some place to go back. Very dramatic as well, because the 3 or 4 of my brothers and sisters went through a lot of hard time. To cross the border is not that simple. Across the border from Cambodia to refugee camp is a disaster as well. They took us weeks before they could get into refugee camp. That's probably fortunate in a way that they got into refugee camp in peace. Refugee camp is a place that I learned a lot in my entire life. I learned to look after the injured people because of the war. That time is still war between Pol Pot and current government and Vietnamese troops. I learned from Red Cross, from Médecins Frontières, from my English, from my medical experience. They gave me a chance to become a nurse and also a substitute doctor later on. I'm in charge of the refugee hospital at night time, when all the medical team went back into Thailand during the night. That tools camp, the transit camp gave me a lot of education, a lot of skill, and also not just that, I tried to accumulate all the what we call drug profile or information, medical information.
SK Media.